Hey there, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson. So we're looking at power sources this week at DTL. Earlier in the week, we looked at incorporating the legs to gain some power. We looked at coiling the body, creating that spring-like looseness, that elasticity, and then the loop. The loop can create a lot of power. The final source of power that we want to look at this week trumps all of those. You could combine all those together. This is the most important one. This is the idea of lagging the racket. We're going to check it out on the forehand side today. There's a major mistake that goes on at the club level, and it's a significant loss of power. And it's very subtle. You can see a lot of players around the club level make a nice coil, create a loop, start to uncoil, come back to the ball. And the issue that's occurring is that the strings in the body are moving together, all right? And when that occurs, the racket is not sitting behind the body. That's what we're ultimately trying to create, is a feeling that the body's going to release first. I've already started to drive out of that outside leg, starting to post up into the opposite side. And you can see that racket head position. It's still sitting behind my body. And what that creates is kind of this urgency at the time we go to hit the ball to let the strings really rip out through the tennis ball. So I want to show you first a forehand that does not have lag incorporated in it. You're going to notice my chest and my hips opening up, and the racket's delivered at the same time that my body's coming through. Okay? And I'm just telling you, obviously, you're not feeling what I feel, but that's stiff. There's a stiffness to that where I'm too controlled, honestly. And yeah, I'm going to make a lot of balls that way, but my ceiling for my ground stroke, specifically my forehand today, is very low. So how do we create this lag and have it be effective? Because so many players that hear, okay, I'm supposed to leave the racket back, start just snapping the wrist. And that is such an unnatural move. It's not a tennis move to keep the racket behind your body, fire through with the hips and shoulders, and then just snap your wrist. At that point, you're kind of playing squash or racquetball. So this is a natural move that occurs by pulling the handle of the racket forward. So you can see I'm in a move coming towards where contact's going to be, but I'm not sending the strings at the same time as the handle. I don't want these to go together. I want the handle to pull and then let that racket head release at the last possible second. And this is fractional in terms of time. So I highly suggest, you guys all have a camera. You've got to be able to go set a camera up from a side profile and be able to look to see if you're allowing the racket head to sit behind the handle, pull the strings through at the last second, and still come to a nice natural finish. Again, like we said, we don't want to turn this into lag and just snap on the ball. All right, so let's now have a look at a few forehands where I'm utilizing lag to create power. Really good shot. Okay, and yes, of course, I'm using my legs. I'm using the other sources of power because I don't want to just say, okay, I know how to lag my racket through, I'm going to hit for power. Of course, I want the whole package. Legs, coil, all of it. But the lag is the most significant because it is such a rush of speed going through the ball. And as we know, racket speed translates to the most amount of power possible. So again, got to be able to put a camera out, have somebody hold it for you, prop it up, be aware of your swing when it's behind you and as it's starting to move to the ball, and make a really solid effort trying to keep it back longer than you normally do, and then release it comfortably. You're going to see that ball start firing off your strings if you're not using lag currently. Okay, and that's all I got for you today. Hope that was super helpful. Please click like below this video, and if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so, as well as check down below me in the description of this video. You're going to find the link to 3 free courses Mark and I have put together. I think you'll find those really helpful as well. All right, so until next time, be well. We'll see you soon at Daily Tennis Lesson.